Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays IXION. We still have a lot of events to go through. Oh, this one's still getting stuff delivered to it, so we don't have to worry about that one right now. This one. Reports from the team of the Foucault indicate that what we thought were asteroids are in fact telluric satellites orbiting the moons of 12C. A succession of smaller and smaller satellite bodies were observed in a helical arrangement. The team theorizes that this continues to be to the subatomic scale. Large amounts of Frau tachyons have been detected in the atmosphere of 12C as well as surrounding many of its moons. Analyze the storms? We must do. We have the equipment. Feed it has been unlocked. Was that the last technology we had queued? We sure did. All right, be it is there. We might as well. Oh, history of violence. +1 stability when the station has more than 3,000 crew members. Well, that sure is the case. So we'll queue that one up too. We're gonna have so much stability. We're at 8.1% trust. No one will ever distrust us. It is written. So we're building the new Demotic Quarter. We got some polymers in here. How did that happen? It's a weird one. Can I... Oh, it's because we dismantled that ship. That's right. Okay, so Sector 2. I would like you to take in the polymer, but immediately spit it out. And by how we spit it out is a good question. Alright, I think that'll process it. It'll just have to take a second to flow out of the cargo bay and into the other districts. I haven't even built the dang... I just realized I haven't even built the dang temple yet. Why don't we build the first temple? Or did I queue up the temple on the other side? I think I did. Ah, yes, it's underway over here. That's pretty cool, though. But I think we can go ahead and build it up here, too. We'll just have to get a little clever with the roads. Let's do it. We can do this. And then the roads need to get moved kind of like this. And we'll work on rearranging these houses back here.
Science ship has arrived at its destination.
Hey, the new science ship is underway. Collecting science? Scans of 12J have picked up unusual electromagnetic activity on its surface. Although not of great intensity, it would seem an electromagnetic wind traverses the planet. The ship's PA became corrupted during our descent to 12J and we had to shut it down. As a result, we can only transmit partial information. Guided by the wind currents of the planet, we are able to locate a suitable landing area. Angular and extraordinary crystalline structures composed of sodium chloride, salt land, rise from the planet's surface. Our time on 12J must be short. Its electromagnetic activity seems to be impacting the Montessori and its systems. Study the crystalline formations? Did you just hear that noise that happened? What the hell was that? Did we break a bunch of glass? I'm guessing what that means is we only have the opportunity to study one of the options. Otherwise, we risk losing the people and or the ship. So we'll try not to let that happen. All right, we've cleared out this whole section over here. Let's move this road. Just like I guess, keep building the Demotic Quarter. There's like, we have so much alloy, there's not really a reason to be precious about it. We are chewing through our electronics.
In the Tiqqun.
Really? Rough. Oh, but they cleared out the space, so we can now move our medium stockpile here. You are ice. I'm gonna shut you off for a second so I don't accidentally turn you on and have things be overloaded. This district actually has fairly few workers, so why don't we send some workers to District 6 too? Only workers from 2 to 6. We'll send like 50 of them. Have at it. I should probably switch one of you to electronic. Did we build those extra solar panels? I think we sure did. We can let the polymer backlog fill up again, and then we'll build the last set of solar panels. 920 power. I don't know why. I don't know. Honestly, I can't think of why you would need to
A science ship team has completed a task.
why you would need to have hydrogen power on the ship. Unless you really didn't build your solar panels. I feel like if you've maxed out your solar panels, there's like no reason for hydrogen power. Just like my 2 cents. All right, that one's still getting built. You're still researching. So you... The atmosphere is extremely hostile. We were conducting our surveys. A cyclone rose up and pinned us down. Uajida, Zanati, and myself were separated from the others. When the winds abated and gave us some respite, we did manage to regroup. However, the others, their suits are orange in color. It's not from environmental factors. They are insistent that DOLOS has always had orange suits. This is clearly untrue. Uajida and myself are wearing standard DOLOS yellow. They are indeed our crewmates, and medical and psychological analysis does not reveal any deviance. We have discovered another time fracture. We now have orange suited people. Leave the others. In accordance with DOLOS security protocols, Yang Wang, Lisan Abaov, and Delfina Del Aqua will be left behind, having undergone unidentified alteration. We're bringing back the whole crew. The others will not be left behind. Or we could abandon everyone. Nah, bring them all back. I'm using the Naomi protocol to its fullest. Let's check in on our science. Make sure. Alright, this one's almost done. What would we want to do next? Crop farm, we don't really need producing more waste because we're not leaning into the waste plan just yet. Oh, interesting. You have to research the mushroom wall to be able to... Oh, weird. Oh. This is different than I thought it was. It's actually like the crop farm. So it's not a standalone building like the insect farm is. It's got add-ons to it. Oh. Okay. Maybe we should build one and then I can see how it's laid out. I wonder, I don't know what size the plantations are. That's actually very interesting. Well, why don't we upgrade the engine, actually? We talked about that last episode where I was like, I've never upgraded the engines in this game. Now's the time. And on top of that, so let's look at where we would like to put the farm. See, this seems like a great place, right? However,
complete.
If we put it there, I think you need to be touching. Although, the road doesn't need to go all the way across. Why don't we stick it there and see what we can't do? The polymer refinery is broken. No! We need those polymers. We need them now. The temple is being built. How cool. I like it. I think it's interesting that the temple actually seems to face the outside. Which does make sense. It's the Temple of the Hull, right? Completed its actions. Good job. Let's check in. The report from the exploration team proves several theories on crystalline formation under electromagnetic influence. While our team was completing their work, the electromagnetic activity of 12J abruptly ceased. Oh, all right. Good job, team. I wonder... Move the ice out of that stockpile. I wonder if they had run out of electromagnetics. Would that have, or if I had done the electromagnetic one, if that would have led to a different outcome. Because the storm stopped while they were doing the other research, so it's kind of interesting to think about. Oh, this... You guys can't actually build the thing if you don't have a road to it. Should have thought of that, genius.
A probe has completed its scan.
Good job, probe. Well done. Let's see. Anything else worth probing out here? There's a lot of ice. We've still got plenty of ice on the ship. There's more ice. A lot of hydrogen. Not really needed. I just ranted about that. More hydrogen. A lot of ice again. More hydrogen. Ice and silicon. And then iron and... Okay, so I think... And there's kind of another one there. Alright, there's a couple more spots that I'll send a probe to, but I think right now... We'll get these two on the far side, and then maybe there's a couple more, but then we might put a pause on building more probes for a bit. You guys have to collect all the science out there. You guys are going to be stuck at this base for a while, so I think what we'll do is after the Foucault is done grabbing all the science from this planet, we'll move the Foucault here, and then we'll move the Montessori to this planet, and then we'll leave the Seagull at this planet, and then eventually we'll have the Montessori do the Piranesi research. Post-lunaclism chambering. One more engine upgrade. Praise the hull. Praise a hull. Build a hull temple. I just got a Steam achievement. Well done, me. Charging speed increased. We don't need battery tier 3. I have not even built a battery tier 2, so charging speed is increased. Reduces training time. Reduces training time. 50 non-workers. Well, we're almost done, so. Nuclear power plant, water treatment, drone. We could go back to researching more for the drone bay. Production speed increased. Probes move faster. What about you? Lower chance of generating accidents. Mechs construct buildings faster. Could get large stockpile. Honestly, I don't prefer the large stockpile. It takes up as much space as the medium stockpile, and you don't get any benefit from it. Although it probably is a little more efficient from a materials and people and energy purpose, but other than that, it's not. I actually prefer the agility of having multiple stockpiles rather than one big one. Okay, well, why don't we get this one, and then that allows us to get controlled mitosis. Oops, clicked outside the window. That's what happens when you don't bind your mouse to the to the game. Oh, so you're all done. That was fast. Good grief. All right, go over here. And you're done too. Man, oh man. Our science teams are just too good at their jobs, except when they're dying. But that's not really their fault. All right, did we build? Ah, you're underway. I'm excited to see how this looks. I've actually never built the algae farm. You can tell I'm very set in my ways. I have certain ways of doing things, and then I just leave it be. I've never changed my mind about anything. Why don't we kick you on just to be able to empty this guy faster? Especially as ships are pulling more ice onto the Tiqqun. No! Not the docking bay. Still building this guy. We're actually chewing through our alloy backlog, so maybe we should turn this guy back on. We did turn off one of the waste plants to produce electronics instead of alloy. So it's a good thing to keep an eye on with the alloy. Jeez, they're so fast at researching stuff now. We're just blasting through the entire technology tree. Oh, we already looked at that one. Honestly, maybe the health center? We need bioelectricity? Oh, what was that thing I found? It was the sedation cell, that's right. Oh man, it increases it dramatically though. So we need the suspension something or other from the infirmary? Suspended beds. Okay. And then we'll go back to the cell housing. Oh man, maybe we will be able to jam just thousands of people into this district. How many people could live here right now? 3,068? Wild. Building more cells. Ah, the hull. Praise be the hull.
A side ship has arrived at its destination.
Everybody's having a great time. And it increases our hull integrity too. Now, if I wanted to put a hull temple in this district, I'd have to rethink how I have it laid out. Maybe over here? I could get rid of this demotic quarter. Just move everybody into this one. Let's see how that would look. You are a little too long. We'd have to tear out the road. Actually, this would work, though. I'd have to turn this guy. Let's turn this off for a sec. This is gonna take some tricky, like, reconfiguring, but let's kick the alloy out of this stockpile.
Has completed its game.
Because we do have some spare space to work with. And we have this guy over here, actually, if worse comes to worse. So tear this guy down. Rip it down. Ship has retrieved all of the science. We'll get that one in a second. Is there nothing going on this planet here? 12F has an average temperature of 112 Kelvin. Is that cold or hot? I think that's cold. A number of hotspots were detected across its surface. We have also locked onto an extremely deteriorated distress signal. Encoded ID identifies the sender as Maria Goya, who disappeared into the sphere on P43. We have landed on 12F. Its surface is covered in ice and the planet is bathed in a red mist around 100 meters in height. Numerous ice formations pierce the mist and extend skyward. The atmosphere radiates a blue light when illuminated by the system's pulsar. We have triangulated the location of the distress beacon and identified several sites that could prove suitable for data collection. We must find Mario. Oh, it's Mario. It's not Maria. I remember Mario when he went missing. Find Mario Goya. Do it. I gotta find Mario. Where is Mario? What is he up to? How are things going? We have 6 colonists dropped off. We need a few more. And let's make sure we're still training the rest of them. So you guys have gotten all this stuff. I guess you go back to the Tiqqun. There's nothing else to do. Because once you're done, I'm going to send you to the Piranesi. I'm not going to activate the Piranesi until I'm ready for it, but... Suspended beds! But close. Ah, you're empty. Alright, tear you down. The algae farm has been built. Holy hell, this thing is enormous. It's a 4x6. Okay, so it's the same size. This is interesting. We could go like this. Balls. So normally they can support 4. You can research up to being able to produce... excuse me. You can research to produce 2 more. Which would be perfect if we could somehow figure out how to move this guy. We're gonna tear this whole thing down. Because I need to put it in a place that makes more sense. I'm trying to think of how I could get it to fit. I think what I could do is I could tear out this road here, because I think most of the traffic is flowing along this backside road. So if we tore out this chunk of road, we moved the algae farm 1 out, we could then tessellate the farms next to it, and then we'd be able to fit 6 of them into this district. I think I will do that once we've moved this this guy. Although maybe I should queue it up, so I'm going to move the algae farm like now, because right now it's struggling to get the alloy out of it. So we'll move the alloys to it, and then the stuff will flow that way. All right, so let's get the cell housing sedation cell up and running. I'm sure people will be fine with that. And then...
A science ship team has completed...
Did you find Mario? Arriving at the distress signal coordinates, we discovered a huge deteriorated metallic device half buried beneath the ice. Although of gigantic proportions, it is very similar in construction to the emergency beacons of our suits. While surveying the surrounding area, we found a badly... What? We found a badly decomposed giant humanoid corpse. Only a few scraps of organic tissue remain on the giant's bones, as well as material fragments of a DOLOS suit. Organic sampling and DNA analysis have revealed the corpse as that of Mario. We are unable to propose a robust theory for our report. Frau tachyons have been detected in the area, and their atomic characteristics apparently altered. So Mario not only teleported through space and time, he also grew enormous? Say what? I don't like doing intrusive analysis. I think it's a good way to get people killed. Temporary study center carrying out a number of tests. They will require additional resources supplied via cargo ship. Once the survey has been completed, the team will upload results and abandon the center, or capable of supporting exploration and geological analysis, will allow the Montessori's team to map the site's topography and molecular composition. Despite being a time-consuming approach, the team will analyze a large amount of data with the help of a dedicated PA. That's pretty normal. Why don't we go with that one? And we will assign the Osabu Yunlu to that. All right, we have 2 things to do. Wild. Mario got huge. The Frau tachyons, man, they're doing all sorts of crazy crap. All right, I think we've successfully located all the points of interest, and then most of all the resources that are out and about and around. You guys know where our mining ships are? Oh, there they are. I was like, where did they all go? So we're focusing on iron. We should probably have somebody focus on silicon now. And then your ice. And then carbon is so low priority just because we have so much polymer. And carbon, for that matter, on the ship. I'm very pleased with the hull. Yeah, and I think I'm going to tear this guy down. This is the last thing we'll do for this episode here. So we're going to tear this guy down. Rebuild this... Excuse me. Rebuild this guy facing that way. Reassign it to polymer. Or maybe we'll just leave it open. Or maybe make this an alloy thing since it's right next door. That actually sounds like a good idea. Although this guy has a long way to go when delivering then. I don't know, man. But we're going to tear out this road. And then we'll put in our hull thing. I wonder if we wanted to get a hull temple into this district as well, we'd probably have to tear out this guy too and move it elsewhere. How's our population looking? Pretty dang full, so there's not a lot we can do there to try and compact things even further. I think that's as little population as we can hope to run this sector on. Now, if I wanted to move my mess hall, we could put it right here. And then if you tore out this guy right here, you could put the hull temple right next door. I think. How big is the hull temple? Yes, you could, because you could run a little road right next to it. So we do need to get rid of this.
Request awaits your attention.
You got a request? Let's check in on it. Whoops. Where? Who? District 2. Ah, they're back! The team from 12C mission has returned to the station. Some members of the team appear to be experiencing distress and confusion, reporting inconsistencies between the Tiqqun they left and the Tiqqun they have returned to. On landing, one of the team was greeted by their daughter, whom they thought they lost on Earth. The daughter insists she embarked on the Tiqqun at the same time as her parent. Another is convinced that her husband is on board the Tiqqun. Records indicate that the husband was affiliated with other DOLOS facilities and probably died during the lunicalism. They will find their bearings. Perform autopsies on the bodies. That's horrible. Let's say they will find their bearings. I believe in them. You'll figure it out. All right, let's pause the episode there. If you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of IXION or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.